So I think every home postseason game so far, and they're going to come out to New York as well. And then I got a few of my parents' cousins, or of my mom's cousins that live in LA, and I've really been excited. They've been Dodgers fans for a long time, and they've been excited to come out here and support me. So yeah, it's been cool to kind of reunite with some family a little bit more frequently.
You obviously chose to play for Korea in the WBC, but obviously the Dodgers are, I think, like the focal point of Korean baseball culture out there.
Yeah.
Does that kind of help it sink in, or like emphasize that a little more within you?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously, looking at it from the outside, you got so many, you got several Korean players who've come through here, and especially lately, Ryu, who's here for a while and had a ton of success. So I don't know. I think knowing that the Dodgers have such a big Korean fan base, and then for me to get to experience that has been pretty special.
What does that side mean to you? Obviously, again, you chose to play for Korea, but just what does that background, I guess, mean to you as a baseball player, as a person?
Yeah, I mean, it's part of my culture. I'm a half Korean, and I was growing up. I used to come up to LA to celebrate, holidays with my Korean side of the family and have big Korean feasts, and that was kind of the extent of it when I was growing up. But now to get to experience that a little bit more, come across more Korean fans here in Los Angeles, it's been a lot of fun, and I can really, get a good sense of how much the Koreans here love their Dodgers.
Do you find Korean fans seeking you out here?
Not necessarily. I mean, more. It's kind of like more social media these days, But yeah, I think just like my wife has told me in the stands, she'll see a lot of Korean people that are just excited to cheer on the Dodgers, and it's cool to be in a city that has so much diversity. You got obviously with the Japanese fan base as well, and the Korean fan base, and it's a fun place to play with so many different ethnicities of fans.
And where's the name Hyunsu come from?
I think it's just I think it's just a name. I think my mom had an uncle whose name was Hyunsu, so just like a normal Korean name, I guess. Yeah. Hey, good to see you too, by the way. Yeah. Tell Johnny I say what's up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Kike? If I ask you about Kike, a lot of guys smile when I mention his name.
Yeah, he's a one of a kind. He's just the energy he brings every day. He's hilarious. He cracks me up. I think he's a fan favorite for a reason. He comes out with a positive attitude, and just you can see pretty clearly his excitement to play the game of baseball. I think everybody loves being around that.
Is he active in your group chat? That's what I think Gavin said.
Oh yeah, he's probably the most active. Yeah.
What's the vibe when he's active?
He's just excited. He's the kind of guy who typing in all caps, tons of exclamation point, a lot of emojis. So you can kind of get a sense of his personality just from those texts.
That's funny, and he brings a lot in October. Obviously,
yeah.
That's kind of the rise to the occasion type of player.
Yeah, I think so. He just gets excited for these big moments. And I think there's some people that can kind of crumble under pressure, and he's certainly not one of those guys.
Thank you. Tell me, you have World Series across your chest. You see the signage everywhere, but has it hit you yet that you're about to play in the World Series tomorrow against the Yankees?
I don't know. It's tough to say. I don't feel any extra nerves or anything like that. I don't know. For me, I feel like I always kind of process it after it happens. I'll be sitting in the off season a month into it and be like, dang, we just played in the World Series. And hopefully I'll be saying we just won the World Series. But no, I think for me, I just try to treat it like a normal game. And I think that's kind of what helps me under pressure in those big situations. So maybe it will in the next few days, but for now, not really.
Well, you've done such a great job being there in those big situations and executing on all fronts, especially during the NLCS. How do you kind of guide that into the World Series and keep that going?
I mean, kind of like I say, just treat it like a normal game, and trust the preparation. We've put in some good work the past few days just to try to stay hot for the World Series, and trust the work that we're putting in. And know that we're going up against a great team, but we got a ton of talent on our team as well. So, if we just keep playing our game, I like our chances.
What was your expectation when you traded to the Dodgers? I know you're from Southern California, but you're showing about the Dodgers.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously the Dodgers have been one of the most successful franchises in recent years. So I was very excited to come here and join such a special group of players. And from the outside, I knew the Dodgers' goal was World Series or bust. So to be part of a team that has such high expectations, it was fun to become a part of, and it's been everything that I expected.
Now, you would consider yourself more of a center fielder or a shortstop? Are you more comfortable one or the other?
I've played significantly more infield in my life, shortstop and second. More infield. I got pretty comfortable in center field last year, and then for this year as well. So I play both. I've played more infield in the past, but I feel comfortable either.